Good morning.
Morning.
Hello.
It is day 79.
Really?
Yep,
Wow.
79. We are sitting here with our packs all packed, ready to go.
In Virginia.
Waiting for somebody to take the first step.
Contemplating our life choices.
Getting off the porch on this beautiful day. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're sitting here enjoying the signal for a few seconds and waiting for the first person to make the first move to get out of here.
I'm ready to go inside and lay down.
Watched a movie last night. I had to force myself to get out of bed at 8 o'clock this morning, which is well after my hiker wake up time. And yeah, this is what happens after 0 days.
Yep.
We weigh our bags. I was at a nice 23.8 till I added my water. And now I'm at a 29-pound bag with water because we don't have water for 7 miles. So we have to carry water up the mountain.
Up the mountain.
And yeah.
Yeah.
The barn over there, we have to get our picture once we get our packs on of everybody.
And cash in lottery tickets.
We're going to Food Line or the gas station?
It don't matter.
Cashing lottery tickets.
The gas station's more on the way than Food Line is.
Both about the same.
You have to walk around
Or walk
and then
around.
back over to get up the road where the
Or
gas
walk
station
past
walks
the
right
road
past
to
the
gas
road.
station.
It's not really past, it's on the other side of Dairy Queen. You go up the driveway on the, whichever you want to go to. I don't really care. Once we start moving, we're walking. We definitely have 4 days out here without getting off. Today's Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So even if Mike comes Friday, we still have 4 days out here. But the weather's supposed to be nice, so that's a plus. I'm actually excited. We're going to be camping probably in our tents. We're not going to shelter camp.
No.
Norovirus
Little
is,
problem with the shelter.
Bear activity.
I think, all the,
Well,
yeah.
the bears and the fact that they sprayed down the shelter with bleach.
Yeah, the Appalachian Trail news feed is saying that there's bad norovirus between here and Catawba.
Yep.
Which is a good almost 60, 80 mile stretch. Basically from here to the Shenandoahs, there's a norovirus issue right now, and we don't want to catch norovirus, and we are very sanitary ourselves, but you just never know. It's anywhere that you can put your pack down, or then you touch the bottom of your pack, and
Touch a picnic table.
yeah, it's very contagious to the touch.
Yep.
So we'll probably get a tent, I'm assuming, for the next 3 nights for sure, and not stay at the shelters. Now that we know about it, like when they have to go up there and spray it down with bleach and all, it makes me nervous. Just the fact of eating at a clean picnic table now.
Yeah.
You think it's clean, but it's not. So we'll see. But probably not going to shelter sleep. Probably camp sleep, which is fine. The weather's been beautiful yesterday and the rest of this week. Yeah, it should be in like the low 50s for sleeping. So that's nice weather to sleep in. But anyway, so yeah, so we're gonna walk over to the barn right here. It's a very far walk. It's probably about, I don't know,
50 feet.
if that, maybe 50 feet. It's probably closer than that. We're gonna get our pictures because that's the hostel thing to do around here is take the picture with the angel wings, and then we're going to get out of here. Stop at Food Lion or the gas station, whichever.
Looks like she's gonna do some yoga.
We got 0.7 to the road, and then a minimum of a 7 mile hike today. 8 to the top of the mountain, which we're probably going to try to go up and then get down to a campground where there's water would make more sense.
Where's water?
If we do 10, we can go up and over and sleep. There's tons of campgrounds and water at the bottom of
After,
it.
yeah. Bumping up over.
And then save the next up for tomorrow. So that would be smart. I mean, it's nice out. I think we can do 10. We'll see how our packs feel. If we eat lunch, we'll lose like a pound. If we stop for lunch, I'll lose a pound.
I don't even weigh my pack because then it just gets in your head all fucking day. And I've been carrying this since Georgia, so what's the fucking difference?
Well, I've shaved weight since then, so I get curious on how much that food and water really adds in weight. It's crazy because my pack and my everything in my pack, my base is like literally I'm at like 9 pounds. You add food and water, and it's literally like 15 pounds. It's insane.
And then it just gets in your head. So
It's in my head regardless. It feels heavy. Especially when you're coming off slack packing for a couple of days.
yeah,
It really feels
that's
heavy.
when you're like, ooh.
Yeah. My shoes are in my head right now, so now I'm waiting for the other sneakers to come in. That's in my head because my feet have been hurting in these. So,
It is time for you to get new shoes.
we'll
Weekend.
see.
It's time for
Well,
me to
Emma's
get
supposed to bring them to him this weekend. So.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you on trail.
time to go.
See you on trail. No,
See some of you on trail.
They're gonna kick us out.
yeah.
Here.
We'll see our hiker YouTube friends on trail, but
Yeah.
that's
We're out.
it.
We can
Otherwise,
sit here
everyone
all
else
day.
will see us later on
We
trail.
can sit outside all day if we
That's
want.
true.
That means no videos posted for the next minimum 4 days if we get off trail. If not, it'd be mile 704. So, on about 100 miles, there'll be more videos up. We don't post you videos on trail. It drains too much battery. All right. See you on trail.
See you later.
Alright, so walking over the bridge right now. The mountains are divided, so we can make our way up the other section of mountains because it's divided by the highway. We got some train tracks below us, along with some water. See the train tracks? We got train tracks. So, and then walking with the camera on, train tracks into the mountains. And looks like the marinas down here share the pretty water. Can't get the other side because obviously it's a big bridge and the footpath is on this side. Check out and see what the river looks like. Road all the way up there too, coming down from the mountain. But you can see the water. It's a nice day out. It's supposed to be in the 80s today, so a little warmer, but it's a nice day. There's the water. So we're on this for a little bit. It's a long bridge. So, all right. Whoa, there's a gap in the bridge. Okay, but that's what we're looking at. See you in a bit. All right, so we are back on trail. We've been back in the wood line for about another, maybe about 15 minutes so far. The highway walk was hot from the sun and long, but we got some shade on us. The water is already warm from what we filled up leaving the hostel, but that's okay. It's breezier up here and shadier, so it's okay. We're just taking today slow. It's a long haul of an incline for a good 7 miles, so just gonna take it slow getting back on trail today, and not much to look at. No views, just woods and a trail. But we're supposed to have views when we get up to that ridge line up there, so we'll see what it all looks like. It's supposed to be a wonderful, I forgot if it was a sunset or a sunrise from that ridge. Do you remember? Is it a pretty sunrise or sunset up at that ridge? Sunrise. So hopefully we'll get a good camp spot and we can watch the sunrise in the morning. So we'll see. We'll see how long it takes us to get up. We may go up and all the way down and miss the sunrise just so we can camp near water. There's a lot of campsites on the other side of this mountain at the bottom, but we're gonna play it by ear. No goal, no rush today. Just getting back into it after our 0 day. So we're about 4.5 miles in, not including the long ass road walk from the hostel back to trail. So we're probably more like
6 miles.
Yeah, 6 miles in
I think it was two
for the
from
day.
hostel to the road.
But we're stopping here on this road we have to cross over to get back onto the trail and having some lunch. It's hot, it's muggy. I'm getting eaten alive for some reason today. So,
You took a shower this morning.
and I took a shower this morning and I'm bleeding all over the place. So plenty of bug spray for me. But anyway, we're gonna eat.
I think it's 1,000 degrees today. It's pretty warm. Bugs are being pretty much a nuisance today. Slow moving up this big climb out of Pearisburg. And it's warm.
Good afternoon. I was told by Gina that some of our viewers would like to see more of me and Tank and our perspective of the trail, or how we see things as we see them. And right now, it's hot as crap. The climb out of Pearisburg is not straight up, like punch you in the face like Georgia, but it is very long and continuous and very, on a hot day, kind of strenuous. It's not god awful, but today we've encountered gnats and bugs that have woken up from their winter slumber, it feels like, all today. So yeah, it's it's been a day. It's about 15:30 and we started we left the hostel at 11:30, so and road walked for like 2 miles, which on the pavement was hot as crap. And then we got up here and it's hot as crap. So, but we're drinking water, we're hydrating, we're taking it slow. My out of breathness is, I don't know, it's just hot. And it's like a steady up, like looking on camera, but it's just a little incline and it's enough to just get your heart going. So, as heavy as it always is, I think I've been the same weight. Well, the bag has been the same weight really since the day I left. 30 and then with water, 35. So I'm pretty well conditioned for this big Bertha here on my back, which it sucks. And it's going to suck even worse in about 0.2 because where we're sleeping, we're not sure if we're going to stay there, which has water. Well, we're not really sure. It says it has a spring, but no one's commented on it this year. So we're kind of nervous about bypassing water. But also, that shelter was recently cleaned because of noro. I'm sure Gina said that. But, so we're kind of in a quandary where we're like, well, do we want to carry an extra 5 pounds of water to a maybe, or we're going to have to carry water from the maybe to other campsites that for sure don't have water. This is the logistics that we have to do out here. The logistic gymnastics with our brains out here and our planning. And then when Gina's pack is already at her limit, and then we got to add 5 or 6 freaking pounds of extra water, it puts her in a spot because she's lost weight. She can't carry it. I'm up to probably 20 pounds lost by now. I weighed myself at the last at Angel West. But again, food fluctuations. I drank like 6 Gatorades. So, but I'm guessing on any day, it's about a 20-pound weight loss. So, I'm right in my window with my heavy pack, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm rambling now. But for all of you that wanted to see Ricola's perspective or hear me chit chat about trail BS, that's it. Or hear me breathe, because I'm trying to walk up this at a steady pace and not stop, because when you stop, your momentum just piddles out. But I don't want to get too far ahead because friends are back there somewhere. I think Gina's feet are still hurting her. I think she doesn't want to say. I know those male shoes have, I don't know, they're just not fitting her right. And it's bothering her. And the bugs. The bugs are driving her crazy. Do you see my mountain Vesuvius I have on my face? I don't know where that came from. I don't know. I woke up with it and it's enormous. So please excuse. Or my mustache. All the things you end up not caring about when you're on trail. You look like trash. You have pimples. You have mustaches. And nobody cares. So anyway, that's it. I think I'm going to take a break here on these little rocks here and wait for them to kind of catch up, because I don't want to get too far ahead, especially with the shelter and water and all that coming up. If I got to carry something for Gina, I don't want to get too far ahead. So we'll see. She has a lot to carry, and I don't want her more injured or broken. And I know Tank would carry it too, but you know, it's just, we all want to finish together, and we don't want to be hurt. So we'll see how it goes, but we'll check in and we'll see how the shelter is. Sleeping around the shelter kind of makes us nervous also, because if people had noro in the shelter and then they were getting sick, out both ends, if you know what I mean, they were probably not careful about where they went around the shelter, and we don't want to pitch our tents in that. So it's not just in the shelter, but it's also around the shelter and whatever they touched and whatever. So it's just a thing that we have to deal with when people are in close quarters, and one person gets sick, it makes everybody sick. But yeah, anyway, here they come. Here they come. It's not a bear or a monster. That's my friends. Anyway, this is really long, and I'm going to send it to Gina because I don't have an iPhone. So I'm going to send it to her so it goes in her library where I did it. So there they are. Da 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 da. Anyway, love and miss you all. Huh? I'm doing my own video because people wanted to see what I look like. They think I'm a ghost or something. So I'm going to send this to you so that you have it. You did?
No, not Tank did.
Oh.
You had a poop.
Toodaloo.
Came across another little rock garden. A lot of work moving these rocks out, making the walkway. I hope you can see it better than I can see it on my phone. Upstairs, of course. They love their stairs. And there's the sun again. So we came across this little rock alley. Kind of cool. Little walkway through the big ass stones.
All right, so we are down for the night. Nobody else is up here with us as of now. We are staying back there in that shelter. There is a bear box, so we can protect our food tonight and not have to hang it. Hold on. Bugs. There's a nice little fire pit area over here. We went for a walk. It's a lot breezier over here. We wanted to check out the view. We heard that there's a great sunrise, so from the shelter. So there's the view. It's a little smoggy. You can see the trail goes up there. That's why we got to walk up tomorrow from here, down the hill and up the hill. But it's smoggy. So I wasn't quite sure if that was from the Canadian fires or not.
I think so.
They said it was a smog warning, so. But otherwise, you can see all the towns below us. A bunch of trees, farmland, tons of views. There's views on this side of us, but there's views all around us. So we come up here to get a little breeze right now. And that's it. Power lines, tons of power lines back there. Well, look, I actually have a chill for the breeze up here. So night and day from back there by the shelter to out here on the ledge. But yeah, that's it we're looking at. Hi,
Good evening.
Oh,
7 o'clock,
almost.
Almost.
2 hours until sunset.
Almost.
We are about 8.5 miles in on walking on our feet today. We are the only ones here at the shelter. Everybody else pushed forward by water.
Mhm.
Hopefully we didn't make the bad mistake and have enough water. We carried water up, but then I spilled 2 cups of water.
And I drank too much water.
So I'm trying not to drink any water. So this way I have 2 cups to cook with in the morning.
Yep.
I can have my coffee before we go. If not, there's water 1.5 miles ahead.
And we just won't cook and we'll stop at the campsite.
And then I'll be miserable because I won't have coffee before we move 1.5 miles up the hill. But I think I have enough.
You should be okay.
Because I won't drink my whole bottle of water for drinking, and I won't need water to drink 1.5 miles. 23 ounces should be good for tonight, and 1.5 miles ahead.
And it's not hills like today, so we shouldn't be super thirsty.
No, we're on a ridge up and down, so it was a hell of a hike coming up, though. It was pretty hot today.
It was hot.
I
I didn't think the terrain was really bad. I just think it was just hot.
No, it was warm, and it was straight up. It was like a constant slope for almost 7 miles.
Yeah. Maybe I'm getting stronger. It didn't seem so bad.
The gnats got me.
Yeah, the gnats are a pain in the
The
ass.
gnats are pretty bad.
They kept getting in my face. There we go.
Oh, shit.
And then I was up front, so I was walking in spider webs. I think I have more spider webs on me than...
I don't think the terrain was bad. I think it was more of coming off the 0 day and having full packs. We're all weighing 30 or more pounds. And then the last 0.6, we had to carry up 3 liters of water. So, because there was no water here at the shelter. So that puts us over about another, 6 pounds? Carrying all the water. So I don't think I think it was just coming off the 0 day. Once you leave a house, it just, like I always say, it makes it hard to get back into it. So you need a night out here sleeping and get back into routine.
Being out in the air.
Yeah, it makes you think too much about if you want to be out here or be home. When you're, especially in a nice, we had the whole house basically to ourselves.
Yeah.
The first night we had an older couple in there with us, and, well, they're not a couple, but friends that were hiking together, and it was pretty chill. They actually went to bed early because they got up early to leave, and then we had another couple come in. Last night, a young couple, but
they didn't cook. They went to the restaurant.
Yeah, they went to the restaurant and they came back and went right to bed. So we saw them a little bit this morning. They woke up, so
they're doing their 0 today, and we were leaving. So.
We invited them to watch movies and all, but
they just went to bed.
Went to bed and did their thing. So, but anyway, but we basically were able to cook and chill out and sleep. And I woke up at like 8, but I think I said that this morning. So
I miss having a kitchen and I miss cooking, like pan searing.
Yeah,
like cooking, not boiling water and adding it to noodles.
it's one of those things where, like, you know, and then you go home and then you'll cook for like a month and then you'll be like,
then you're sick
okay,
of it.
I'm
I'm
done.
done.
I need something else to do in my life. So, you know, but yeah, today is more of a mental day. Not so much physically, it was more mentally. And if it gets in your head mentally, then it can disturb physically.
Yeah.
But
I had
it's
a good day,
beautiful
though.
out, though.
I had a good day.
Yeah.
I felt good climbing up the hill. I had a good day today. I need new shoes, though. I can tell. I'm on my now, because I got them 100 miles after everybody else. So now I'm on my decline of shoes. So I'm going to have to start figuring out how I'm going to get another pair since there's no REI between here and Maryland.
Sonny, you would order them online and have them
I
sent
know.
to the house.
That's what I'm saying.
And then
I'm going to have to figure out how to do that.
But there's Roanoke. If we go to Roanoke,
There's no REI in Roanoke.
why do you have to get the hookahs from Roanoke?
From REI?
Yeah, why do you have to get them from REI?
Because who
Everyone
else
sells the hookahs?
Who else sells them?
All the outfitters have them. The big outfitters should have hookahs. Even Dick's sells hookahs now. Did you check Dick's website?
I'll
Because
check.
there's a big mall. They sell hookahs too
Well,
now.
maybe they are. Maybe when we're in Roanoke, we can try it. But I just don't want to be like, oh, I need to go to the mall and have that be an all day fucking thing.
That's cool.
When I know they're at REI. So
just give you the keys to the car and you go to the mall. We don't all have to go to the mall. You could drive the car to the mall.
We'll see.
But yeah.
And Becky's daughter Julia lives there too. But you know me, I hate asking and all that kind of crap. But she is on standby. I was told, so we'll figure it out. It just depends on the weekend and
we should have a vehicle
when it is.
Roanoke, but I think it's going to wind up being more towards the week because of our mileage and how much we have to get to the road.
That's why I'm not stressing it until I'm actually there, and then I'll worry about it because they're not going to last much longer.
Our plan is Friday. Our plan is Friday to come off trail and go into Roanoke and take a 00. That's our plan.
Because I need my sneakers.
He needs his sneakers. Like, I have to obtain mine. So.
It all matters on how many miles we can push this stretch because we thought we'd be closer to I think we discussed all that, closer to a road that's more accessible to get to.
Right.
Without making an hour inconvenience on anybody. But
you need to show everybody my sneakers. They were
that's on you, though.
How's it on me?
Because you could have had them forwarded ahead. We got so many boxes in so many towns. They could have just shipped them out.
Be here next weekend.
Well, I'm saying, though, that's why you're overdue. I mean, look what happened to my feet being... And now I have a new pair coming anyway because these suck. So, whatever.
Whatever.
Well, once I see Mike, I'll get my new pair.
Whatever.
Yeah. But anyway. But it was a hiking day. I mean, no views. We have some smog. I took some pictures, which you already saw.
Landfill.
We passed the landfill. That was pretty stinky. So
gross.
We're just going to... It's quiet up here. We have a smoke fire going to keep the bugs away. The wind did pick up over here a little bit. Now that the sun's gone, you can feel it. So it's supposed to be like only in the 60s tonight. So it's going to be a little...
sleeping weather.
Yeah, a little warmer than usual. Tomorrow's supposed to be warm again out and sunny.
No mice critters in this shelter.
I don't think so. They bleached it. They just cleaned it because of the norovirus. You could tell they bleached it out because all the wood's bleached out.
Oh, it is.
It doesn't have a wood tone to it anymore. It's white bleached, like Nordica beech wood. Half the mold's off of it, too.
Yep.
The roof is all clean. So I think they did a good job cleaning it. I think more people just aren't staying here now because of the whole no water.
Scared.
No water.
The water. There's no water, and nobody wants to stop for the night where you can't have water to cook dinner or breakfast with. So
it's a pain in the butt.
It'll be quiet for us. There's a lot of berry trees, so.
And I'm really thirsty. I want to drink all my water.
No.
No.
That's all you have left?
No.
Oh. Well, I mean, I have that. What's propping? That 23 ounces what's left because I have to save that 2 cups.
A full liter.
I think I'll be okay. If not, we wake up early and we leave if you're dying of thirst. But you have a full liter. You'll be fine. What do you need water in the morning for?
Because I'll be thirsty in the morning.
Learn not to chug it. Sip it. Don't chug it. I said that's why for you should have carried the Catadine up too. We were carrying the same weight. You could have carried more. He could have carried your 2 liter.
My 3-quart.
We could have threw it on the back of Tank's pack since we just did the math. And
my 3-liter bladder that I carry.
I'm carrying like 25% of my body weight right now. 21% of my body weight.
I'm carrying 21. Even though I'm carrying more than her, I weigh more than her, so the ratio is the same.
Yeah.
I'm carrying a lot.
No, you're not. Yours is only 12% of your weight.
Yeah. You could have carried the 2-liter bladder up.
Could have.
Now that we thought about it.
It's okay.
It would
But
take
yeah.
an hour to fill it.
It
would've.
It wasn't too bad because you didn't have to hold it.
Yeah.
That rock was doing well. You didn't have to bend over. You could just walk away from it while it was filling. But hey, it was water. And who knows? All these people could have went up to that campsite, and who knows what the walk is to get the water. They just said that it was
there. They didn't say what what the excursion was.
We'll find out in the morning because we're going to need water to get
That we have
downhill.
learned.
It's a 10-mile ridge walk, and that's our water fill up for the next 10 miles. So we're going to find out what it looks like.
We have learned sometimes that these water walks are excursions.
It's time for the quarter zone. I'm itchy.
Says spring is located just below the trail, so it's not far.
Moon's out.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
The sun still has a couple of hours before it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but yeah,
getting water tomorrow won't be terrible.
No. But we're gonna wash up, wipe down, go put our bear bags away.
Play some video games on the phone.
Yeah, we have signal, so I just got to be careful with the battery because we're definitely out here, if anything, until Friday. So
played crosswords.
We have enough food until Friday, so we're going to be out here till Friday. We're not going to come in until we need food.
Yep.
And then look and see where the roads were at and see where we're at on Friday. If the road is accessible to get up, then we might leave out on Friday. But I need enough battery to make it till Friday on the phone. Otherwise, there won't be no pictures or no videos. So
very sad.
Yeah.
No soup for you.
No soup for you.
We'll see. When we have signal, they don't die as quick, so it's not as bad. I think I'm at like 66% since we left.
Spinning and trying.
But yeah. All right. Well, that's all we got. Tank's standing by the smoky fire. He's messing with that. And I'm going to go wipe myself down and get some cortisone so I can stop scratching all my bug bites and shit. That's it.
They just fly around my face, but they tear her up.
Yeah, I got torn. My legs are torn up just from walking up.
They bite the shit out of her.
I would say the first 5 miles was nothing but fucking gnats landing on me. I don't know what that's about.
They bite the shit out of her, and I don't understand it.
I'm so sweet.
What is in your blood type?
I'm so sweet. They
Must be. Must be. And I'm just full of piss and vinegar, and they just don't fucking bite me. No. I have 3 bites on me, and I think that was from a spider, not from mosquitoes or anything.
I have tons of bites on me.
I think they were spider bites.
And they get itchy real quick. As soon as they bite, I get itchy. So
she has such a reaction.
I even got bit on my head that one time. It's finally starting to go away right here.
Yeah, you have such a reaction to them, not me.
That's why I didn't wear the baseball cap today, because they were going under my brim and biting me on my head.
Oh, God.
Anyway, but yeah. When we get in my blanket, they can't bite me.
Go wash this bug spray off my ankles. Because I don't want ticks on me, so I sprayed around my ankles.
Yeah. Ticks
now it's all sticky.
But that's it. We're out of here.
Yep.
We're going to go get it in the shelter. Yep. In our sleep bags and chill. Take our sleeping pills.
Yep. We have a backrest, so we can read or watch videos.
I my bag behind me, so I'm not on the wood. We'll see. Chores first.
Yeah, we put our food away so Mr. Pop-Tart Bear doesn't come around.
Yeah. But we'll see you all in the morning.
No, you won't.
Well, you'll see us.
You'll see us.
We will not see you. Actually, they won't even see us in the morning.
They won't even see you. You'll see us in 4 days.
They won't see us until the weekend, maybe.
Mm-hmm. You'll see
us.
A couple
of days out here with
Saturday.
No posting.
No.
All right. Have a good night. Don't forget, subscribe and like our videos.
Share. Comment.
Yeah, comment they're good at.
Or else.
Subscribe and likes they're a little weak on, but the comments they're pretty good at.
Or else.
Or else.
Or else.
Tank's threatening everyone.
Uh-oh.
All right.
See? Sleeping at nighttime.
Well, I'm getting cold from being in the heat all day.
That's why I
need to put my other shirt on.
My shirt
Time to layer up. All right. Peace out.
Brussels sprout.
What do you say, Tank?
Sorry.
Sorry. You're going to say sorry again. What do you say?
What do I say?
What do you say at the end of a video, Tank?
Cut.
Works. I guess that's his new goodbye.
Say goodbye, Tank.
Cut.
Say goodnight.
It out.
Cut it out.
Goodbye.